Ooh, hey y'all, it's been a while. It's the day before my 48th birthday, so I'm getting ready to celebrate. I'm about to get my nails done. I did my hair, but I didn't come back to talk about that. I came back because I'm seeing a lot of stuff. I've been watching, reading, ingesting a lot of things. I know yesterday was a big day for a lot of people. They did that No Kings protest. I'm also seeing a lot of chatter that makes me side eye because some of you forget that November 5th, you showed people like me who you really are. You say things like we need unity now. We need you to come together. We know because of how you fought for civil rights and everything else that if black people help us, we can take down this tyranny. But I like to remind you, like I did last year when I was still doing the Bonnet Chronicles, like I continuously did for years, the best way to end fascism is to never let it take place. We warned you about Project 2025. We said this man will do everything in that playbook, including the ICE raids, including dismantling our education system. Everything that you thought would be safe because you thought you were the good ones, I don't know what to tell you. And for white people, especially those farmers in Nebraska, you've decided that being MAGA was worth it, and now you're going to lose your farms. And all that idiot can do, besides throwing himself a pity party with military tanks because he's a literal fascist dictator, is to what? Give you a Truth Social post? How's that going to save your farm? But it's funny because, like a lot of us have realized, we didn't form a meeting. There was no group think tanks or anything for it. Black people have finally decided that after centuries of being dogged out by every other culture, being looked down, being just disregarded based on our skin tone, that we're going to sit this one out. We are going to protect our peace. We are going to do things to insulate ourselves as much as we can because people want us out there, even though Project 2025 has clearly stated that if people like us get out there on the front lines, and even if we're peacefully marching, they will use it as a reason to attack and instate martial law. But some of you don't care about that. You want us out there shedding blood, like the blood of my ancestors didn't fuel this country in the first place. We don't want to be any more deeper in the abyss than all of you have already pushed us. You say that you care about things like Palestine. You care about things like ICE raids, just breaking up families, sending innocent people to literal gulags in different countries now. But we could have prevented that November 5th, 2024. And instead, some of you jump right the fuck into it. And then what do you expect black people to do? And some of you have the nerve to literally be mad because black people have collectively said, we're going to sit this one out. We're going to watch and see if yous can form actual coalitions and help each other out of this mess that a lot of your people voted for because you thought ICE will only grab the illegals. ICE will only attack people that are considered bad. When FYI, if some of you have read Project 2025 like I did, I still have that full almost 900-page manifesto on my computer because I couldn't believe that they were that bold. But I should have. Because they banked on yous being ignorant. Yous really believing that yous were the good ones. When FYI, Project 2025 showed, you're not the good ones. You think that a fascist dictator who literally gave himself a tank parade for his birthday yesterday would give a fuck about your property, about your stores, about anything you've done to fuel this economy? They see you as other. It's like they've always tried to see us as other. Some of you thought, well, if they detain and get rid of the so-called illegals and brown people and people that we don't like, black people just happily come and tend to the fields, tend to the crops, do all the stuff that our ancestors used to do. But nah, baby. When you kept us out of your colleges, we made HBCUs. When you kept us from being good and being educated properly, when you set up a prison, a pipeline system to try to take especially our sons from us, we got wiser. We got stronger. We said, nah, fuck that. We are going to educate ourselves. And the thing that scares you is the fact that our silence is showing you that whether or not it gets bad, we will adapt, we will create. That's what I've been working on. I know some of you, especially on YouTube, are like, oh, her silence means she's not coming back. No. I've been working on an animation project that I'm excited about. I'm helping Greg with his first novel. I've been doing things. I've got a full on vegetable garden growing now, stocking up, stockpiling, and we still got our passports, and we've been converting currency because I like playing smart. We are in a dangerous game that we shouldn't have been in, but some of you thought you were going to be cute. Some of you thought that fascism would work for you because you're special, right? And now you're begging black people, pleading with us to put our lives and limbs on the line for your cause when you didn't even care enough about your cause to vote accordingly. Now, like I said, we didn't have a collective. There is no think tank. I can't speak for every brother and sister that looks like me. But I can tell you, as somebody with both black and native heritage, I'm sick of people only looking towards us when you need something. You have called us less than. You have used eugenics to set us back. You have kept us out of education. Every time we've built something up, you motherfuckers have burnt it down. And I know it's not all of you, but there were enough of you that could have confronted those of you that wanted to be like this, but you didn't. You fenced that. You didn't want to shake the table. You wanted to be able to break bread at Thanksgiving and other holidays with people who were full-on racist, full-on bigoted. And other communities, while we want to stand with you, some of you will kick us right in the back for adjacency to white supremacy. So I'm sorry. I am in my protect my peace mode. I am going to be 48 tomorrow. I am looking forward to a day with my family, which is a beautifully blended family. My husband doesn't look like me. He's not ethnically black at all. But you know what? He respects my culture enough to understand why I don't want to be in the fray anymore. So if this offends people, if this makes you mad, if you think, oh, how dare you, Kalari, you think you're better. No, I just think that being smart and not enabling fascism should have been the way to go. But I guess I was alone in that. And now there are a lot of people crying for people like me who know how to organize, who know how to make coalitions, who know how to reach across boards, fundraising, everything else. Because, yeah, I know girl world. Yeah. Even though I'm not a part of yous no more, yous love trying to dog me out for something I'm pretty damn good at. And I do it to help people, unlike a certain person. But either way, it's like I said, I've been sitting back while doing stuff that I love and seeing all the garbage and the gossip and just people outright disrespecting us because we won't put our bodies on the line anymore for something that shouldn't have been in the first place. Some of you really want to see people like me hurting, and then you act like a few of you that actually think you know and try to revere our work is enough to morally kidnap us into doing stuff. And I'm sorry. No. The best time to have had a coalition, the best time to have come together was last year at that ballot box. And so many of you let us down. So many of you made those cutesy little TikToks, those songs, I will vote for Trump, and bullshit in Dearborn. Oh, you motherfuckers in Dearborn crack me up too because I'm up here in the north of Michigan, just laughing my ass off because you literally elected the man that's going to turn the place you claim to care about into a full-on resort. How you feel about that? I hope you feel stupid because you should. And all the rest of you whose relatives are getting snatched up, whose people are getting detained, while some of them definitely do not deserve that, and I hope that the ACLU and other legal people can help them out, all you had to do was persuade your more intolerant relatives to understand the situation. It was almost 8 years ago, after helping the family get their grandmother over here during Trump's first fucking term. It took us years to get over here. And then finally in 2016, when we got a 73-year-old Bangladesh grandmother over here, that motherfucker couldn't wait to round people like her up because she was Muslim. People didn't learn from that. People don't care until it's at their doorstep. And your lack of empathy put us into this abyss. So please stop asking people like me to dig you out. Learn how to shovel yourself.